Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, guys. UFC 320 is almost here, and we got two huge light heavyweight fights: Alex Pereira versus Anktu and Jiří Procházka versus Khalil Rountree Jr. Now, this fight, Jiří versus Khalil, right? This is about as stacked of a fight as it gets, because right now I feel like there's no more hyped matchup in light heavyweight other than this, because like as far as the top light heavyweight goes, we have Ankalaev, Pereira, Jiří Procházka, previously Jan Blachowicz, Jamal Hill, and Khalil Rountree, right? And all of those guys mostly fought each other. But the one fight that still remains is this one: Jiří Procházka versus Khalil Rountree. They both destroyed Jamal Hill. Obviously, Jiří Procházka knocked him out in 3, and Khalil Rountree gave an absolute 5-round domination. Though in that fight, in his latest fight, Khalil's, he was a bit like he wasn't as aggressive as he usually is in his other fights. For example, in the Alex Pereira fight, even. So this fight is very technical in my opinion, and the thing is, I'm very surprised because most people are going with Jiří Procházka. Like, if you take a look at the odds, Jiří Procházka is a huge favorite in this fight, and I don't really understand how or why people think that, because if you take a look at their common opponents like Alex Pereira, Jiří got knocked out by Alex one time in the first fight. He obviously got, and in the second fight he got head kicked and knocked out in the third. So you have to understand, right? And if you take a look at Khalil Rountree's fight with Alex, Khalil was actually winning on the scorecards, and actually he was actually convincingly winning. Like, it wasn't some goofy or robbery. Like, he was actually convincingly winning rounds against Alex. But he obviously got knocked out. Like, his defense was very bad in the third and the fourth round, and which Alex Pereira obviously used. Obvious, that's Alex Pereira. But more than anything, you have to understand, right? For Alex, Khalil gave Alex a much harder fight compared to Jiří both times. So, like Jiří should not be as big a favorite that he is, obviously, because Khalil is a huge threat in my opinion. He's an absolutely huge threat, because you have to understand, right? Because like Khalil has, I think, 10 knockouts, and he also just dominated Jamal Hill, and also Khalil has less ring rust compared to Jiří, because Jiří only fought like at the beginning of the year, so he has, like, I don't want to say like he has ring rust, but he might have some level of ring rust, because most people at least fight somewhere between. So you have to understand, like, for Mira, for example, in the middle of that he fought Sugar Shot, so now he is very charged up, Mira, because they all fight in the same event, right? So honestly, like, in my opinion, Khalil Rountree will either destroy Jiří, or he'll get knocked out early, because like it's a very question mark of a fight in my opinion, because like, Jiří is obviously very dangerous. His kicks are absolutely insane kicks, and his heads, he's a very walk for friend. Like, he'll come here and just bam bam, like, he won't like he won't do the shot stick, just backing up with this, and no. So that's the thing with Jiří, right? Like, he is very unpredictable, you have to understand, because if he somehow gets the knockout early, it's all over. Like, it won't even be close, and as it will be as people are predicting it. But in my opinion, Khalil has an iron chin, that's for sure. Khalil has an undisputed iron chin, because Alex only hurt him in the end of the third and the fourth round. Before that, Alex was landing shots, but Khalil was taking them, like eating those shots. So you have to understand, right? So right now I feel like there's no bigger threat to Jiří Procházka other than Khalil Rountree. And if Jiří actually does knock him out, he just might be able to beat Ankalaev, but we have to see how good Ankalaev performs that night. But in my opinion, even if Jiří wins and Alex wins, there's no way in hell that Jiří beats Alex in the trilogy. No way, like, absolutely no way, because you have to understand, right? Because like the emotional trauma that Jiří has from Alex, like Alex already knows how to crack him. Like, he already did it 2 times and easily. But Khalil, I feel like Khalil versus Alex rematch, like, that would be very interesting, because Khalil has a huge opportunity, because in the first fight it was obviously very Khalil's conditioning was pretty bad, especially in the championship rounds. If you understand. So this time Khalil will obviously be more experienced, more well conditioned, and he obviously has been with Alex once. So I personally feel like this fight, I personally feel like Khalil Rountree will dominate Jiří. he will make it look easy because, as I said, Yuri is a very walk forward fighter, and against Jabal, Khalil was pretty hesitant because Jabal was mostly defensive throughout the fight, and even then Khalil dropped him a lot of the times, and he did not went for the finish, of course. Like he could have ended in my opinion, he could have ended the fight in round 3 or 4, I think, but he intentionally didn't. Like he wanted to test his hands, not his knockout skills, because he obviously has a lot of knockouts already. But if Yuri somehow gets that punch early, it will be over. It will be over early. So, anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts on this, guys. I think Khalil Rountree will make it look easy, and Jiří Procházka will get embarrassed. Listen, I don't hate Jiří. I love him actually. He's a pretty entertaining fighter. That fight against Jamal, it was insane. But personally, I think Khalil is just too good for him. Like the Khalil that we have now is just way too good for someone like Jiří Procházka at this level. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on it, guys. You guys make sure to know what you guys think, and I'll say the next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.